Imagine this. 3 days ago, this was just a few spoonfuls of dry grain at the bottom of a jar. Today, it's a living salad bar, and our hens would pick this over regular feed any day. The surprising part is, most backyard flocks never see this, even while feed prices creep up, even while we have all this unused space in the kitchen and the yard. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to turn simple pantry grains into fresh sprouts for your chickens in about 3 days. Which seeds to use, how to keep them safe and mold-free, how much to feed per hen, and a simple little egg experiment that shows you what these sprouts are actually doing inside the yolk. No special equipment, just clean jars or bottles, safe seeds, and a routine that can quietly become part of your week. If you're raising hens for your family's eggs, you probably know the feeling when a bag of feed seems to shrink faster every month. You pour another scoop into the feeder and think, "Didn't I just buy this?" For most of us, the flock isn't huge. It's a small group of birds in a backyard, a side yard, or even a tiny space behind the garage. But the cost still adds up. And we want those eggs to feel more than just store-bought but fresher. We want them to feel like something we grew. That's where sprouting comes in. With nothing more than water, air, and a little time, the dry seed you'd normally throw straight into the feeder wakes up. Its defenses come down, and those locked-up nutrients become easier for your hens to use. The total energy in the seed doesn't magically double. We're not creating calories out of thin air. But we are multiplying the fresh volume of the feed and helping the hens absorb more of the good stuff that was already there. Here on Family Yard Kitchen, we love anything that makes the yard, the chickens, and the garden work together instead of separately. Sprouts do exactly that. They feed the hens, they can gently enrich your soil, and if you want, a separate clean batch can even land on your own plate. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through step by step through 1. The safest seeds and tools to use, 2. The simple 3-day bottle system you can start tonight, 3. How much to actually feed per hen and how to keep your coop dry and healthy, and lastly, a tiny little family science experiment with egg yolks that kids love. So, let's start with why these little sprouts are such a powerful fresh supplement for your birds. Inside every grain and lentil, there's a tiny plant waiting. While it's dry, the seed protects itself. It holds on to minerals like iron and zinc behind compounds called anti-nutrients, things like phytic acid and some lectins. Those help the seed survive on the soil, but they also make it harder for a chicken's gut to use everything that's inside. When we soak and sprout that seed, something beautiful happens. Those defenses start to break down, enzymes wake up. Phytic acid can drop dramatically over just a couple of days. Proteins loosen, minerals become more available, and vitamins, especially some B vitamins and vitamin C, begin to rise. A simple way to think about it is this. In just a few days, the seed stops guarding its nutrients and starts sharing them. For chickens, that means several things. The sprouted seed is easier to digest than the same grain raw and dry. More of the minerals and amino acids actually get absorbed instead of just passing through. And the extra vitamins and antioxidants in those fresh shoots can gently support gut health and overall resilience. It's not a medicine. We're not promising sprouts will cure diseases or replace a balanced ration. But many flocks do show better feed use and more lively behavior when fresh sprouts or green fodder become a regular part of the routine. Now, about multiplying the feed. We're not creating free energy. The total calories in the dry seeds stay roughly the same, and the sprout actually uses a little of that energy to grow. What we are multiplying is the hydrated volume. A few spoonfuls of dry grain become a whole tray of juicy, living feed the hens can peck through for several minutes. And because it's easier to digest, more of each bite actually counts. Stick with this for a couple of weeks, and you won't just see the difference in the feeder. You can often see it right inside the egg. We'll walk through that little egg test later. First, though, let's set up a safe, simple system so your sprouts grow clean and repeatable every week. Seed choice is the first place to get things right. For sprouting, we want untreated, food or feed grade whole seeds. That means no pink or blue coatings, no fungicide-treated planting seeds, and no mystery mixes. Great options include lentils. They sprout fast and reliably. Millet, tiny seeds that wake up quickly. Local small grains, seen in some regions. Whole corn, which will sprout too, but usually needs a little bit longer soaking. Now for tools. You don't need anything fancy. A few clean plastic bottles or jars work perfectly, as long as they have plenty of drainage holes. You'll also want a tray or shallow pan to catch dripping water, a rack or mesh to rest the bottles on at an angle, and some clean pieces of cloth, cotton or similar, and something to darken the setup, a dark plastic sheet, a towel, or even a cardboard box. Here's the basic setup. Pour just 2 to 3 centimeters of dry seeds into each bottle or jar. It doesn't look like much, but they'll swell and multiply. Add cool, potable water and gently swirl. Pour off any dust, debris, and floating or broken seeds. Refill the bottle until the seeds are covered by about 3 to 5 centimeters of water. For most grains and lentils, soaking them for around 8 hours fits well into an overnight routine. Smaller seeds may be fine closer to 6 hours. Bigger grains, like whole corn, often do better with 8 to 12 hours so they hydrate fully. While they soak, keep the containers covered so insects or dust can't fall in. A clean cloth or a loose lid works well. After soaking, we drain. Pour the seeds into a tray set at a slight angle, or leave them in the jar and simply tilt it so extra water runs off through the drainage holes. The important thing is this. Once that first soak is done, the seeds should never sit in standing water again. The same warm, moist conditions that help sprouts grow are perfect for harmful bacteria and molds. So from here on, our job is to keep them moist but breathing, not waterlogged. To help with that, spread the seeds in a thin layer on your tray or in your bottles. Lay a clean, damp cloth over them, damp, not dripping. Then cover everything with a dark plastic sheet and a towel. We're giving them a cool, dim, cozy space to wake up. Not hot, not steamy, just comfortably dark and moist. And that's it for day 0. You can set this up in the evening and let the seeds quietly do what they've done for thousands of years. In the morning, we start the rhythm that makes this work.
Day 1. Morning. Lift the cloth and take a gentle look. At this point, the seeds may look mostly the same, just a bit swollen. That's fine. Fill the bottle or tray with cool, clean water, swish once or twice, and then drain thoroughly. If you're using millet or colored grains, you might notice the water turning slightly cloudy or even a little reddish. Instead of pouring that straight down the drain, you can carry it outside. This rinse water has picked up some soluble nutrients and plant compounds. It's not a miracle fertilizer, but your garden beds and containers appreciate the extra goodness. You can pour it around established plants or at the edge of a bed as a mild liquid feed. If you like to experiment, you can even dilute it, for example, 1 part sprout water to 10 parts regular water, and try it as a gentle rooting tea for seedlings and cuttings. Some gardeners use lentil-based preparations exactly this way. Once you've rinsed, let every bit of excess water drain off. Tilt the jars, let them rest at an angle, or spread the seeds thinly on the tray. Then lay the cloth back on top. Make sure it's slightly damp, not soaked,
and cover with your dark towel or plastic again. Repeat this twice a day, morning and evening. Each time you uncover the seeds, you're looking for 3 things. 1. Growth. Tiny white tips should begin to appear by late day 1 or day 2. 2. Smell. It should smell like fresh grass, peas, or damp earth, never sour or rotten. 3. Surface. The seed should look moist and plump, but not submerged or slimy. By day 2, most lentils and many grains will have obvious roots. By day 3, a lot of sprouts will be 1 to 2 times the length of the seed. For chickens, that's a great stage to feed. If you choose to keep them one more day and give them some light, they'll start to green up, turning into a small mat of living fodder with little leaves. Just remember, as soon as you bring them into direct light and warmth, watch them closely and don't let them dry out or overheat. Now, a quick but important safety check. If at any point you see fuzzy growth, unusual colors like pink, black, or bright orange, or you smell anything sour, moldy, or off, throw out the entire batch. Don't test it on your hens. Some molds produce toxins you can't see, and chickens will sometimes eat things that aren't good for them. For people, especially anyone who is pregnant, elderly, very young, or has a weaker immune system, raw sprouts carry more risk. If your family eats lentil sprouts too, keep a separate, very clean batch for human food, and either cook them lightly or follow strict food safety habits. If your jars smell like fresh grass and look clean though, by day 3 or 4, you'll have a thick mass of crunchy sprouts ready to become your hen's new favorite treat. Next, let's turn those jars into happy chickens and eventually richer yolks. When sprouts are ready, they often come out of the container as a solid mat. White roots woven together underneath, green tips on top. You can feed them in a few different ways. You might slice the mat with a knife and lay it in a shallow tray, break it into chunks so more hens can get a turn at once, or mix a smaller amount of loose sprouts into another moist feed. If you've let them grow into a lush, grassy mat, take a moment to chop that fodder into shorter lengths before feeding. This helps digestion and reduces the risk of crop impaction, especially in birds that tend to bolt big pieces of greens. Now, how much should each hen actually get? An adult laying hen usually eats somewhere around a cup of feed per day. A simple starting point is to make sprouts about 10% of what she eats. That's roughly 1 to 2 tablespoons of drained sprouts per hen per day. Watch your flock. If they're maintaining good body condition and laying well, you can slowly work your way up to sprouts or green fodder making up about 20 to 30% of what they eat, while always keeping a balanced layer ration available free choice. Sprouts are a fresh supplement and a partial replacement. They're not a complete diet by themselves. Some hens attack sprouts from day 1. Others look at the new food and then walk away. For picky flocks, try this. Mix a small handful of their usual feed into the tray of sprouts so it smells and tastes familiar. Or tuck a few mealworms or larvae into the mat and let the hens hunt through the greens. While they're digging for treats, they accidentally taste the sprouts and start to get used to them. Often, once one confident hen starts eating, the rest follow. Now for that family science experiment. Before you start offering sprouts, crack 2 or 3 fresh eggs from your flock into a bowl and snap a photo. Look closely at the yolk color. Then, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, make sprouts or simple green mats part of their daily routine. Keep the rest of their diet about the same. After that, crack a few more eggs next to your original photo. In many flocks, you'll notice the yolks are deeper in color, a bit more golden or orange, thanks to the extra natural pigments and antioxidants from the fresh greens. It's a simple experiment that kids love, and it quietly shows how a jar of seeds on the counter can change what ends up on the breakfast table. Fresh sprouts are wonderful. Wet, forgotten sprouts, not so much. To keep your coop healthy, always offer sprouts in a feeder or tray that you can remove and wash. Avoid dumping big piles straight onto the ground where they'll mix with droppings and mud. Give your hens only as many sprouts as they'll finish in about 20 to 30 minutes. After that, pick up the tray and remove leftovers. This keeps feed from turning into a warm, soggy mess that attracts flies, mold, and bad smells. Keep wet feeds like sprouts separate from your dry layer ration. One feeder for dry, one tray for moist feeds. That way, if something goes wrong with one batch, it doesn't ruin everything. Inside the coop, aim for dry, loose litter. Hang drinkers or set them on firm, level bases so they don't tip and soak the floor. Good sprout habits and good water habits go together. Both are about keeping moisture where it belongs. And remember the realistic limit. Sprouts are best as supporting players. They help chickens use their feed better, they make feeding time more interesting, and over time, many families notice their bag of feed stretches a little further. But we still rely on a balanced layer ration as the backbone of the diet. Sprouts and green fodder sit on top of that like a fresh salad on a solid meal. When feed prices jump or deliveries are delayed, the families who already have this sprouting rhythm built into their week tend to feel just a bit more relaxed opening the coop in the morning. They know there's always a tray of green coming. So let's zoom out. A few spoonfuls of dry grain at the bottom of a jar, cool water, a clean cloth, and 3 quiet days on the counter. Out of that, you get trays of fresh sprouts your hens rush toward, a little extra color and life in the yolks you crack for breakfast, and rinse water that doesn't go to waste but circles back into your garden beds. It's not about chasing magic numbers or trying to grow every bite of your flock's feed. It's about building one small routine that makes your backyard feel more alive and more resilient. A jar on the counter, a tray in the coop, a few eggs in the pan, all quietly connected. That's the kind of loop we're always looking for, where the yard, the chickens, and the kitchen keep taking care of each other. If you're ready to try it, start simple. Tonight, measure out a couple of spoonfuls of safe, untreated seeds into a clean jar. Soak them, set them to drain, and keep this video handy to walk you through the next 3 days. And if you'd like to go deeper into raising calm, productive hens and weaving them into your whole yard, you'll enjoy Backyard Chicken Basics. It's where we've gathered our favorite low-stress routines for flocks just like yours. Start with 1 jar of seeds tonight. In 3 days, your hens will tell you it was worth it.